And speaking of finding a life partner, we also had someone ask a question about why there is so much importance placed on being married. So why is it that, and it's not even just the Somali community, I think it kind of extends to so many other communities, because it's something that I talk a lot about with my other friends who are Pakistani or Arab or Nigerian or wherever.
Yeah.
And it's something that a lot of us have, especially as we get a bit older. There is that pressure of, oh, are you talking to someone, are you dating, do you have a boyfriend? Like, first of all, mind your business, and second of all, it is all in my own time. And I think a lot of the time when it comes to things like that, I think it sometimes can stem from a good place, because I think that they think, or rather I think it comes from a good place sometimes, and I say sometimes because a lot of the time they can say it in a very judgmental way, but they, when it does
Mhm.
come from, when it does come from a good place, it can kind of stem from, how else will she be able to be protected and
Yeah.
provided for and to be looked after?
Yeah.
Because there are very few examples of women who, at least in our culture, as a Somali culture, there are very few examples of women who aren't married. So it's so new to them that for them it's kind of this murky territory where, oh, God forbid she's not married, then how else will someone look after her, protect her, nurture her, guide her, and do everything for her? But then deep down you realize, yeah, first of all, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And second of all, she'll be perfectly fine, because we're in a society nowadays where women are able to look after themselves, they're able to provide for themselves. And also, that's if she doesn't find someone. I'm sorry, but there are billions of people out there in the world. You're more likely to find someone than to never have found them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I think like you're right, you've summed it up, because it's not just our community. I just want other girls to understand that that pressure extends to other sisters as well from minority backgrounds. So like whether that is a Pakistani friend, I do have Arab friends, and I do have a girl from Bangladesh. Like I've noticed it's not just us. So in a way it's comforting. It's just like we are here together, and I'm so glad we can laugh about this. I try to find the humor in this whole process, because I will never forget, my cousin came over to stay with us, and she is 11. I haven't seen her in ages, I believe so. She came, and we were just talking and stuff like that. Bear in mind, in my house and in my close circle, like of family, like it's not that deep to be married or not married, or to have a, like, they always knew, because I've never displayed that type of a character that aspires to be married. Like I always had a project pending, and I always had a trip pending, and I'm always like trying to find out another job and stuff like that. So my joy was never attached to be married. So I think my mom and my dad and my brother, they just knew that I'm one of those people that will settle down later in life, or if I do find a guy, or when he finds me, hello, and then we can start whenever. But there was no pressure from my family, like close family members. So when she came to stay over, I tried to take her aside, tell her about how she is. She's a very bright young lady, and she goes to me, Ladan, I feel sorry for you. And I was just like, why do you feel sorry for me? And she was like, you're not married.
Wow. And that, kids are so brutal. Kids
Yeah.
are so brutal.
She said, you're not married. And I just said to her, like, you don't have to feel sorry for me, because I'm not married by choice. I could have, I can listen, I was not short of marriage proposals. Like, give me a break. Yeah. And I just told her, like, don't feel sorry for me. Like, I am happy where I am in life. I love the fact that I'm getting to know myself. I just, alhamdulillah, have great people around me. I love what I do. I pursue my passion. Like, literally, life is good. My edges are cute. I'm cute. The whole thing is cute. Like, the girls around me are amazing, and everyone is like blossoming, and like all I see is like ta-da. So I didn't know that there's people out there who are feeling sorry for me. But obviously she's been around other family members, so she's been around other family homes. So kids just don't talk for the sake of talking. They've heard something, so she has this idea that all my other family members are like married and they've got multiple kids, and that's just love and just living her best life, like driving around the city. So how is that possible? So I think even if you grew up in a home and an environment where that is okay to take your time and live your best life, because my dad will just tell you, buy a house, go to Somalia, get a job there. There's a lot of like job opportunities in Somalia in your field and stuff like that. So I'm very lucky with my family, but that's only like a close family net, like extended family. They probably think that I've lost the plot to be 28 and just here and live my best life. For them, it's just like, how is she just not married? Because I've seen a lot of family members who settled down quick because there was the pressure. I need to have all my kids by 30. I need to do this. I need to do that. And I'm just like, yeah, I need to host International Women's Day in Australia by the time I'm 30.
Yes, and you will, and you will, you
And yeah,
will,
as we
you
can
will.
still do it. We can still do it. So yeah, that's, I think, just have around people, but don't be too harsh on yourself. And the world is changing. Lifestyle is changing. Like, you know, women only were only allowed to vote few years ago. That's so sad, but that's the reality, you know. And there's also a lot of independence issues when it comes to marriage. Like for women, marriage was like essential, but now studies literally found that it does not actually benefit women as much when it comes to marriage. So you just have to be very, very careful, and you have to, I would always tell girls, get yourself some education, look after yourself, get to know yourself, and whatever is written for you is written for you. Nothing can take that, no one can take that away from you. But don't let society come for you. Live your best life. Laugh at them, because I've done that. I could have easily settled down with the pressure from my extended family and be married and have multiple children. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted to live my baby girl life. I wanted to travel, and I want to eat great food and drink coffee in Colombia. That's what I wanted to do. And that's exactly what I am doing. And inshallah, when I am married, I know that I'll be happy and I've done everything I wanted to do. And I could just start like whenever. Surround yourself with women who are like literally have other goals and aspiration in life. And with the right person, you know, does come to your life, you can hopefully start something. But meanwhile, live your baby girl life.